Good day, good people. It is Stephanie, and welcome back to the channel if you are coming back, and welcome if you're new. In today's video, I'm going to be doing a plan with me for the week of August 25th through the 31st, and I will be using my August kit from Simple Paper. I do know that it's the last week in August, but I don't necessarily use my kits during the month that they are assigned per se. So with that being said, let's just get right into it. If you'll notice, this planner is a B6. The A6 was just A6. The A5 was just too big for me. And I kept trying to make it work. And I finally had to say to myself, you don't have to just sit there and suffer. Not that I was suffering per se, but just trying to make something work that just wasn't working. So with that being said, I do have this B6. It is still a sterling ink, and it is simply the second half of the year. So that's what I am using. If you hear my work phone in the background, I apologize. I'm not sure why it is ringing because it is past the time for me to be off. So I will deal with that later and check on that later. One thing I wanted to do during this plan with me is to remember to use more elements in my spread. I know I'm not the only one who decorates with me for the plan with me, and then when it's over, still feel like they can do more. A couple of my crafter friends and I were talking about this over the weekend. For some reason, I am always in a hurry, and I don't know why I'm in a hurry. And so I do things in my planners and in my journals, and then afterwards I look at them and I go, I could have done more. I could have done something different. And it's true, but my point is, why am I always in a hurry? So it's like I'm slapping stuff down so I can move on to the next thing. But then it's like I could have developed the spread more, if you will. I'm hoping that I'm making sense. So with that being said, I had to remind myself to put in more elements. For example, just using this mile liner to put it right here so that I can then write this week on there. Just simple stuff like that. I have to remember, Stephanie, you have markers, you have highlighters, you have washi, you have things that you can use to help, bring out more of what's on your spreads. So I pulled out a couple of those elements specifically for this spread just to see if that will work for me. So this is a thin MT washi. I love MT washi. It's just one of my favorites. And we all know why. We know they are the originators of the washi, and they do a good job. So let's see, guys. What else do I want to use in this spread? I even pulled out a stamp that I may want to use as well. But I'm feeling very florally for some reason. Let's do this car. Because to me, I'm going to make that symbolic of the end of summer. Driving off into the sunset. Just go with me, guys. Just go with me. I should have done that the opposite way, Stephanie. You wanted that. I wanted that to kind of flow. with that flower, but maybe I can put something on the other side of it. Let's see if this will give me what I'm looking for. So what else is going on? Talk to me in the comments. Where are you at in this planner paper debacle? And here I kept saying, Stephanie, don't talk about that, but it's happening to all of us right now, so we can talk about it. And where I'm at is, at the end of the day, guys, there's nothing we can do about it per se. I'm just glad that we still have a choice, though, in what we may want. And I hope that everybody chooses ultimately something that they would like and something that they can live with and still be happy. Because again, we have this hobby and we do this thing because it makes us happy. And we just have to remember that in the forefront of everything else. Because again, we can't change who's doing what Tomoe River paper people, the company, are doing, what the Hobonichi people are doing. Even our small shops that we love, they're trying to give us the best product, but even everything is not within their control. And I think the more we understand and embrace that, and not to say that we're not, I think in the end, we'll all be happy. And I know in the end, we'll all be happy. But I'm just saying, don't really stress out about it, I guess. Because there's not really anything we can do. At least that's how I'm trying to approach it. Like, I already know there's one product that I'm going to get regardless. And that's the Techo A6, because that's just my jam. The A6 and we mesh well. And partly, all jokes aside, partly because I don't write with my fountain pens in my A6. I write with my gel pen. And there is a lot of ghosting. There was a lot of ghosting this year, but there wasn't any bleed through, so I can live with that. But that's about it for me with regards to the Hobonichi, or what I'm going to use from them. I also have gone ahead and ordered a Kimbor A5, but I think I ordered it to just play with. I want to use it to try out some memory keeping things. Because you just heard me say that an A5 is too big. It is too big for my everyday planning and that type of thing. I'm looking for the sticker I just picked up. But I don't think it'll be too big to use again for memory keeping or printing out pictures and that type of thing. With regards to actual planning, because again, that A6 is my purse planner, just like it is this year. My actual planner will probably still be another B6. Let me pull that back up. My fault. B6 Sterling ink. But she's putting some new options out there, as I'm sure you guys have seen so far. I'm interested in the B6 core because I don't journal in my planner. I journal in a separate journal, so I don't need many notes pages in the back. So I like that core, although I think it has like 23 or 26 pages in the back. And if I think I need a little bit more, I'll do the B6 compact. But I think I am a stand on the Sterling Ink B6. So the Sterling Ink B6 for the planner, the Hobonichi A6 for my purse bag, and then my journal, I'm still trying to decide. I'm going to share with you in a video that I'm going to be recording in the future what my journal looks like, because the key to my journal is that I have big handwriting. So I need that 5mm grid. I make it work. Like even in the back of this, some of the things that I do, I just make it work when I have to write with this small grid. But I prefer to write more comfortably, and I do that with an 5mm. So that's why I look for that. So yeah, share with me in the comments, what are your thoughts? What are you thinking? Because we're going to have this conversation for a while. Think about it. It's not even September 1st yet. Well, it may be by the time I edit and put up this video, but we're going to be talking about it for a while, because we are talking about planner and journals for the new year. I am loving this flowery mood that I'm in. I hope this last piece is not going to be too much. If I can get it off the sheet without tearing it. Okay. Let's do this closer to Monday. And see how simple this was? Not a big deal, nothing fussy, but I like it, and I still have room to write. Let me add this little piece just to see, because I want to, again, use some elements that I don't really always think about in planning. I like that this little stamp is basically dots. That way, going over them again like this is not necessarily messing up anything. But yeah, look at me go. Added my little piece of highlighter, added some washi, used my stamps. Okay. I think that looks pretty good. Tell me what you guys think in the comments. And I know I rambled that whole time, but I got to get back into the practice of recording. It's been a couple of weeks since I've been away, so I wanted to come back and do a plan with me. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like it. If you did, please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And also, please share my channel, because I'm still trying to grow here on YouTube with you guys. And if you made it to the end of this video, how about pick a pretty flower and leave it as a comment for me? I would greatly appreciate it. And until the next video, love on your family, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye-bye.